Ladies and gentlemen, Superman has finally done it. The DC Universe finally took a W when James Gunn did not disappoint. This cast did not disappoint. Superman, played by David Cornsweet, was phenomenal. Right here, 85% of Rotten Tomatoes, and it still hasn't even publicly gone out yet. This is definitely a defining moment for Superman and for the DC Universe. The movie by far has the most relatable Superman yet. David Cornsweet fully embodies the role of Superman. The one thing I kept thinking is, this is going to sound corny, but you've probably heard it before, be the change you want to see, and that's exactly what we felt seeing Superman. Superman faced so many obstacles throughout this movie. Superman in this film really shows how much he truly cared about humanity and being a part of his morals and his dialogue throughout this movie. You see that when he's battling the villains throughout this movie, which Lex Luthor, by the way, we'll get to in a minute. He still cares. Superman still cared more about humans and saving the people around that battle scene than actually himself and the opponent, the villain that he was facing off against. Nicholas Hoult, 10 out of 10 performance as Lex Luthor. He was petty, he was evil, which petty adds to the comedic effect for his role. He was straight out hater against Superman. He's straight pure hatred. But the facial expressions you'll see Nicholas Hoult portray of Lex Luthor are just spot on. Those who don't know, Nicholas Hoult did shave his entire head for this role. That's how much he committed to doing it, and he said he would do it again if he had to. Rachel's performance as Lois was spot on. I mean, Superman and Lois, the chemistry these two had together in this film was truly magical to see. For the rest of the cast, the Justice Gang, they do each have their moment in this movie, and yes, this movie does set up some possible plots for future projects for the DC universe. However, the one thing that I wish we would have seen more of was more of Hot Girl. We didn't really see a lot of that, although she did have one very pivotal scene in this movie. But in doubt that we'll see the Justice Gang once again soon because the DC universe is cooking right now. Of course, some of you have seen this on social media lately, how James Gunn's Superman addressed something at saying Israel is, quote, bad, given that the war that's broken out over there in that country, as well as here in America, where the Trump administration is doing some very weird things, and James Gunn kind of hinted at, well, we're being brainwashed and manipulated by this administration that clearly has no idea what they're doing. Of immigration here in the US, James Gunn did allude to this in this movie and in an interview, saying that Superman is about an immigrant, given that Superman is an immigrant in a way because he's not fully human. We better look up because the future is bright and rising for James Gunn and the DC Universe.